Good morning, afternoon, everyone. I hope you are doing fantastic. I got a new deck and I thought I opened it and I did not. I did in my head. I opened this deck in my head like it actually happened there. So we're just going to open this bad boy right up. Fresh for everybody this morning. How's everybody doing? How was your weekend? I had graduation parties all weekend. It was like, finally, we went away, but besides that, it's been graduation parties like every weekend. So we went to the last of them this weekend, so that was good. I'm always happy to celebrate them, but it's a lot going to all the different ones. Like, it's a lot of stuff going on. So I'm just shuffling right now because, like I said, I thought I opened this. Let's see what else is going on. So I am going to be at the Witch City Tarot Gathering. I'm going on Thursday. It doesn't start until Friday night. I'm on the planning coven, so I'm going a little bit early because, you know, we got stuff to do. So, yeah, I'm super excited about it. It's going to be so awesome. And then on Saturday night, we have the Witches Market. So we're going to have a whole bunch of vendors. We're going to have a virtual DJ, which is going to be a lot of fun. And hey, Marcus, Jean, and Kimberly, hello. So we're also going to be, after the Witches Market on Saturday, how are you, Marcus? We're going to have like a blacklight party. So I'm really excited for that. So I actually got like reactive, like blacklight shirts. And I think somebody's going to be doing some sort of body painting. So I'm going to have to be involved in that because, you know, it's just the way it is. So yeah, so I'm really looking forward to this weekend. It's going to be so exciting. And we've been planning for months. I interviewed all the vendors and all of the presenters. So if you want to check those out, you can go to the Witch City Tarot Gathering. And there are virtual tickets still available. Hey, Jamie. And there are no more actual in-person tickets. It is sold out at this point. So we are full house. I know. I was actually looking, and I feel like I ordered one and I have to look because I thought about it this morning. Oh, okay. Oh, yeah. How was your weekend, Marcus? You had an event this weekend, right? It looked like it was awesome. So what was I saying? Oh, yeah. I'm pretty sure I found a blacklight deck, and I'm pretty sure I ordered it, but I don't remember. So I have to look. You guys know what happens when I go late night shopping. I get crazy things in the mail. So, yeah, so we're going to have to just see, and I don't know if it'll even get here. I mean, we have until Thursday anyway, but, and also, Jamie is going to be coming to my abode on that day. On Wednesday night, I'm going to be picking her up, and then we are road tripping to Salem, hoping we can fit everything in my car. We are going to, actually, Jamie had mentioned too, and I had posted about it last night too. Oh, I love that, Marcus. That's like the best part. I'm telling you, right? Like your heart is so full afterwards. I love it. I want to meet you in person, Marcus. I'm going to have to make it out that way at some point. I mean, I'll be out that way for Newts anyway, but so, I don't even know what I was saying. I'm trying to like shuffle this deck and it's just jumping all over. Look at gold edging, my favorite. So still trying to decide. Actually, I have to see how this edging does because I have to get a hold of the printers for my deck. And for Stardust Wanderer Tarot, because that one I'm kickstarting, and I'm been on like just a search of gilding because I need gold for my deck because it's Space Pirates. Need to have it. And I gotta see how this one does. So actually this deck I just got, hey Amber, this deck I just got in the mail after a very long wait. I know they had a lot of hiccups, and I'm so happy that they were able to finally get this deck out. They must be all sighing a big sigh of relief, if that makes sense. But anyway, it's a Forger's Daughter Tarot. Ooh, look at it with the sparkles. It looks so pretty. So that is the deck we're going to use today. And what else we have going on? Yeah, so make sure if you are going to the Witches Market in Salem, it is free to the public. And it also, it's going to be awesome. It's going to be busy. Yes, there are a lot. I know. It's, you know, I have a couple of printing companies I got to get a hold of. So I am going to, that's on my to-do list after Salem. There's a list. It's just, I keep saying, after Salem, I'll do it. After Salem, I'll do it. I can't help it. There's a lot going on. I feel like there was something else and I don't remember. Oh, well. Oh, yeah. So next Monday, excuse me. I will not be doing a live next Monday. I'll probably post cards for everybody just so you have them, a video or something. But we are going to be actually I'm going to be heading to bring Jamie to the airport in Boston, and then we're heading home. So we are going to be driving around. All right. And what Oracle deck am I going to use today? We're going to use the African Goddess Rising Oracle. And this is Abiola Abrams. I hope I said her name right. So we're going to use that one. And mostly we're using that one because it was the one on my desk. I actually finally got another bookshelf for my cards. So I was trying to like organize them all. I mean, the best I could anyway. But you know what I need to get? You know, like the little plastic shelf that like elevates it, like spices, you know? I need that for the shelf because I kind of have 2 rows, so I need more. That's my next thing I have to hunt for. So that's that. Let's get the book out. Look at the backs of these cards, how pretty. Excuse me. I feel like a tickle in my throat, of course. Right now, it's going to happen. And look at the back of these cards. Look how pretty these are. All right, so let's do this. Let's do this. And today, we are going to go ahead, and I think we're going to start it at Pisces today. I'm going to whip it up a little bit. Because our poor Pisceans, you know. Yeah, it's organized more by size than anything else. My mind is way too squirrely for like... The problem is we can organize it all we want, but is Jen going to keep it like that? I know myself. It's just going to go, but they're all standing up. They're not piled on each other. Yeah, I need to get them, Jean. I need to find some. Well, you know, it's hard. Like I keep finding like, bye Marcus, have a safe trip. I keep finding like the triple tier ones. I haven't found the single tier ones yet. I'm just saying I looked online. I didn't like go actively look for it. I'll get there. So anyway, let's start at Pisces. And if you'd like me to pull a card for you, you can use the question mark bubble right on your next to your comment bar, or you can just go ahead and put it in the chat. The comment bubble is just easier, the question bubble rather, because then it kind of holds it for me. All right, so where are we starting with you? Oh, so I'm deciding that there must be extra cards in this deck because we got, oh no, maybe not. We have Ancestor. That is such an interesting way to start Pisces. So actually, I'm going to be talking about Ancestor Veneration at Witch City Tarot Gathering. So it's really been on my mind. So it's kind of funny. I'm an Aries moon that this kind of popped up because I was just thinking about it before I went on. So Pisces, I think for you this week, it's really, you know, and we're also kind of in that waning moon phase too. So it's just reflecting. And I feel like for you, Pisces, is letting yourself go into your emotions and seeing what your ancestors brought for you. Like, what benefit did they give you? And I think it's really focusing on the positive, because that's where you need to be right now. But I feel like that's almost like going to kind of nudge you forward also. Like you need to remember some happy memories and those people that have passed that actually taught you some good lessons, because maybe those lessons are relevant to you right now and you kind of forgot about them. So it's like, and Josie always told you to make sure you say, cleanse before bed, or go ground, or, make sure you stir intentions into your tea, and you forgot and you haven't been doing that, Pisces. And maybe that's just a reminder you needed. So whatever popped in your head right now, or whoever, whatever advice that they had given you, that's what you need. And I'm going to stir. All right. I meant to say shuffle and I said stir. Yeah. July brought out scattered brain, Jen, for sure. There's just so many things going on. So let's see what we have here. What goddess, African goddess we have. Ooh, I love this. The Seven Sisters. Look at that card. It's beautiful. The colors. So this is pointing to creativity. So maybe for you, Pisces, maybe being creative is also going to, maybe that ancestor actually had advice about being creative, or maybe they were a creative person. So maybe that's the person you need to be thinking about and focusing on. I like that. I like it. All right. So that brings us to Aquarius. All right, Aquarius, what do you got for me? We have the Two of Wands. Oh, what a pretty card. This is reminds me of my house right now, because we had a bear. All right. Before I go on, let me explain this. So someone forgot to close the garage, and a bear went in the garage, and we had a big garbage, and he took it out. Thankfully, he didn't scratch my car with his big old claws, and he took it into the driveway, opened it a little bit, and then he dragged it up the mountain and opened it a little bit, and went up a little higher over here. So there was a trail of garbage all the way down. Oh, bears. The bears are active this year. So someone may had to go clean that up. And who remembers, make sure the garage is closed? Also me. So this reminded me of that. So Taurus, I really feel that for you, it's making sure that you are kind of shutting the garage. And really you're making sure that all the T's are crossed, the I's are dotted this week before you move on to anything else. So you may have some situations going on, but make sure whatever you're involved in right now is done before you move on to the next thing. So that's what I have for you, Taurus. All right. So now we have Ma'am Lambo. Ooh, look at that one. So it's saying self-sabotage. So I feel like in a way, this, with this Two of Wands card, and we know that it's so easy. I said Taurus, I meant Aquarius. It's so easy, Aquarius, for us to just jump into a situation and know, all right, everything's fine. I don't need to double check it. And in a way, that's kind of a self-sabotage act, because you're not making sure you're good before you're moving on to something else. So I feel like this card is just kind of yes, make sure everything's buttoned up before you move on. Telling you, Aquarius, it's probably a good idea to listen to that. All right, so Capricorn. Oh, Capricorns, what do we have for you? Capricorns, we have the Lovers. Oh, look how cute this card is. Oh, look at that. I love that. So Capricorn, for you, I feel that it's time for you really to practice some self-care. And I feel like this isn't you and someone else. This is you and yourself. I feel that maybe you've been lacking. You've been putting that aside. You've not been paying attention to that because you've been busy. And you know what? We're all busy. But it is so, so important to take some time for self-care, however that looks for you. Because that can be going to the spa for the day, Capricorn, or that could be just sitting in your bed with a gallon of ice cream and watching Netflix. So however self-care looks to you, And I feel like that's probably something you haven't done in a while. So it's like, this is one of those cards, you know, we got a major card. It's that big life card. So I feel like it's like, hello, you need to do this now before you burn out. And then you know what? We're not doing anything. So let's see what we got here. Queen Nefertiti. Nefertiti. Oh, I know that's not how you say it, but alchemy. So I feel like alchemy and with self-care, it's like, what new practice are you creating for self-care? Maybe it's something you haven't tried before, and maybe that's what you need to craft a new self-practice. Maybe you need to try something new. Maybe because whatever you've been doing really is like, yeah, it's nice, but whatever. No, you need something that you're like, you know what? I feel energized. I feel recharged. So Capricorn, you really need to look at what that looks like for you. All right. Sagittarius. If you'd like me to pull a card for you, you can go ahead and put your name in the question bubble or in the comments. All right, so what we got here? Ooh, we have the 9 of Wands. Look, that's so cute. It's like, these cards are so cute. Like, you see the little mouse going up for the cherries, strawberries. I don't know, some sort of berry. And he's going for it. Almost looks like raspberry, actually. So look at that. Look how cute that is. So Sagittarius, you know, I feel like this is the keep on going. You are so close. You are so close to achieving whatever that goal is. You're so close to ending a situation that needs to be ended. And then, you know, a lot of times when we get to that point, that's when the doubt creeps in. That's when our ego starts yelling like, retreat, don't do this. Really, this card's here to remind you, Sagittarius, to keep going. You got this. You've already come so far, and it's time for you to just put all that doubt aside and move forward. Like, trust your intuition and your instincts, all of those things, and keep moving. Keep on swimming, just like Dory says. Hello, everybody who has just joined us. Thanks for coming on today. All right, let's see what we got here. We have Zodiac, grounding. Ooh, I like this card. This is a pretty card. So I think, too, that making sure that you stay grounded. And I think because we get into situations, especially when we've been working so hard on something, it's very easy to get stuck in our head. So maybe some grounding for you, Sagittarius, would be a really good idea. All right. You know, and that even too could be just like saying like the phrase, I am grounded. Like just in a mindful way, like really thinking about it, because I know you Sag, I'm a Sag rising. I understand. Like you don't want to stop moving. Sometimes that's just like, I don't want to do that. I got to keep going. But it's so important to do that. And sometimes just saying like an affirmation like that is really helpful too. All right, Scorpios. Here are my Scorpios. We have the 7 of Wands. Oh, what a pretty card. You know, I've had moths popping up for me lately, like crazy. And like yesterday, like 3 moths came after me. Unfortunately, they weren't like the pretty ones. They were just regular ones. But it's something I'm going to have to pay attention to, because usually for me, if it happens to me more than 3 times, then I'm like, what's going on here? There might be a message there. So I feel like that's what's going on. So anyway, for the Queen, oh, this is Queen of Wands, and it's a moth. Look at, I love that. So for you Scorpios, I feel that it's really time for you to nurture whatever action that you have to take, and nurture how you're feeling, what you're doing, and not just go through the motions. Maybe that's what you've been doing, Scorpio. Maybe you've just been going through the motions. And I feel like now it's really time for you to bring it down, be more mindful of what actions you're taking, what words you're saying, how you're feeling when these things are happening, because you can very much get lost in that, like the deepness of your emotion. And sometimes it brings us to places that aren't helpful for us. So in order to keep our emotions in a positive place and a helpful place, I feel that you really need to nurture yourself. So that is, that's what I have for you, Scorpio. So we have Tnit, who is pleasure. So I feel, again, that is something like, again, that nurturing part of you. What brings you pleasure? What makes you happy? Tap into that, bring that into your life, especially when you are getting stuck in your head or into that deep well of emotion. You know, even if you make sure you tell somebody else, like, hey, you know, I've been in my head a lot lately. If you don't hear from me in the next couple days, reach out to me. And, you know, by doing that, it kind of sends kind of an anchor, you know, because so you don't get stuck in that emotion and you don't get like lost in it, because we can do that very, very easily. So I think for you, Scorpio, that's really important right now to do. Hello, everyone that joined. If you'd like me to pull a card for you, go ahead and put it in the question bubble or in the comment bar. I'm gonna have a sip of my tea. I actually haven't had like hot tea in a really long time, and it's very rainy today, so it was tea time. Interfacto, hello. I haven't seen you in a hot minute. How are you doing? All right, where are we now? We are at Libra. Yes, I hope you're doing awesome. All right, Libras, what do we got for you? Oh, we have the 10 of Cups. Me as a Libra sun loves that. All right, 10 of Cups. What you have been working on, what you have been doing is coming to fruition. And, you know, I feel like when that happens, again, it's kind of like, okay, well, what now, right? So I think for you, though, Libra, enjoy the moment. Don't worry about what's going to happen. Don't worry about your next plans. Just enjoy this moment. Enjoy how you're feeling. Take note of how you're feeling. I think that's so important. And I feel like, you know, when good things happen, oh my gosh, that's so funny. Okay, listen, I am a Libra sun, Aries moon, Sagittarius rising. How funny is that? I love that. Yay. So I really think, Libra, it's just time for you to enjoy the moment, you know? Good. You know what? I'm glad you were. You're definitely, that's good. We need to do that. We need to do that. All right, let me pull an oracle card for us Libras, and then I'll get to the question that's in there. We got that pleasure card again. So again, I feel like it's bathing in that pleasure of the moment and of what you've accomplished and being proud of yourself, giving yourself a pat on the back. And it's okay to do that, you know? I think as a society, like, we are always like, what's going on? What's going on? You know, oh yeah, great. I got that. That's great. But what else can I do? And we're so quick to move past it. Oh, yeah, I don't know. I could pull a card on that, but that's, you know what? That's like one of those questions that there's so many moving parts to the situation that it's hard to pinpoint it, because this person can turn and do this, and this person can turn and do that, and this might be put into place, and this might be put into place. So it's a hard question. But let's get to Interfacto's question for his general message. General message for you. All right. Let's see what we got. And I am using the Forger's Daughters Tarot today. I just got it in the mail. I'm so excited. All right, Interfacto, let's see what we got. Ooh, we got the Empress. Look at that card. I love that. So I feel like for you, it's kind of one of those things like that you have, you know, and you said that, you know, you were kind of just chilling out, but now it's like you're blossoming. You're coming out of that. And you know, I feel like with rabbits, it's like that new energy and that new happiness coming on. There's new things on the horizon. Like, I feel like that's what it is. I feel like that you're blossoming and that you're going to really start stepping into a new chapter of your life now. And it's time to embrace that. Definitely. I love that. Hey, Brandy. Yeah, so you know what, Delilah? I don't know that. I don't think that it's worth pulling a card for that. I really don't. Because, you know, I can literally pull a card for that right now. And somebody who has it goes into an airport. Or they don't go into the airport. That can change the whole perspective. Or the government puts this down and that down. So, yes. Oh, I love that. Yay. So I don't feel that a card for that is beneficial. And I do feel that that's more of a spread. That's not just one card. But thank you for that. And let's hope not. Ugh. All right. Let's see what we got. Let's see. I thought there was another question. Yeah, inner facto. Definitely. I agree with you too. Definitely. All right. Let's see what we got here. Another question before we move on. Of course, Brandy. Let's get a card for Brandy. All right. Let's see. Oh, we got that Queen of Wands. I feel like that you have a lot of things going on. And I feel like for you, it's time to choose. We'll say 3 things because I always do things in 3s, and that's, you know, whatever number makes you happy, but 3 is my number. So I feel like there's like 3 situations or things that you need to choose and focus on and give energy to and nurture. I feel like you kind of have a lot of action, a lot of things that you can do, and they're all good. But you can't focus on all the things at once. You need to like narrow it down a little bit. So that's what I have for you, Brandy. That's what I got for you. All right. So where was I? Oh, Virgo. Virgo. We started at Pisces today. All right, Virgos. What do we got? What do we got? We have the 2 of Pentacles. Oh, look at that. This is such an interesting card. I love that. A lot of moving parts. Okay. Yep. Yes. So I think it's really about the focusing your energy on and figuring, and I think that's also a part of figuring out what really resonates with you and what doesn't, because there's a lot of things that we can do. I mean, we could do all the things, obviously, but which ones really light us up? And I feel like right now, I feel like at this point for you, you need to search things and you need to pursue things that really light you up. So there's that. So what did I say, Virgo? Okay, Virgo is 2 of Pentacles. So I think for you, Virgo, right now, it is really about seeing where you stand in a situation. I feel that there are, you know, you may be working with somebody, you may be working by yourself, and situations are starting to come up. And I feel that maybe there is a situation that's kind of in the baby stages that you're not really super happy about. So Virgo, you need to really sort that out, and you need to decide how you're going to handle the situation that's coming up and not ignore it. So whatever that is for you, or however that looks for you, and that could be work, home, that could be a situational, it could be even a situation with yourself. But I do feel like that something is like kind of brewing, and you know it is, so don't ignore it. All right, let's see what we got here. Oh, we have, like, how about this? Noonday, truth. So I feel like this card's like, yeah, just what she just said. You know, I think too, Virgo, yeah, it's really about owning your truth, knowing what your truth is, and sticking to that when all these things are when it's going down, know what your truth is, Virgos. All right, so where does that bring us to Leo? Oh, we are almost into Leo season. I have a lot of Leos in my life. The season is upon us. What is it, Friday? Yeah, Friday, I think. I'm looking at my calendar. I'm looking at my calendar like I wrote it on my calendar and I didn't, but I know around the time when it is. I really can't believe this month's almost over. Even though it's been bananas, it's almost over. All right, so Leo. Again, that Queen of, man, we are getting like this Queen of Wands really wants to come out and play. So I feel for you, Leo, this is more of a let's get going card. Time to take action. Time to know what lights you up. Know where that action makes you, like, how does that feel for you? And why? And I feel like that's a big question, Leos. Why? Why does this make you happy? Make sure it's not an ego thing. Make sure it's something that you really, truly want and feel and need, and don't get caught up in that. So that's what I have for you, Leos, as we move into our Leo season. All right, let's see. Ooh, we have a bowl Nimba harvest. Oh, look how fun this is. So I love to, yes, it's going to be a good weekend. So I love this. You know what? And the first thing that really popped out at me was that big, bright sun in the background. And you know what, Leos? It's time to harvest your ideas, I feel like. I really, not at all. No, what am I even talking about over here? So Leos, I really think it's time for you to harvest your ideas. I feel like you have a lot of stuff floating around in your head, and it's time to just kind of, like, I just see like you like going like this, like pulling down what it is that you really want to do. Let's do it. It's time. All right, so for our Cancers, who we are in just the end of our Cancer season, which I think it was like a pretty intense Cancer season. I really do. Like, I just feel like, with the planets and all these things going on, it's been intense. On top of all the busy that we've all been super busy, but we made it through, and we are all right. So this brings us to ingenuity. Yeah. So ingenuity. Look, I was trying to read that. I don't know if you can see it. I couldn't tell what those words were at first, or the letters rather. So ingenuity. So I feel like for you, where are we, Cancers? It's all about really knowing how to fix things on the fly. Yes, no, I do know that you do astrology. Yes. I know. And I was reading that today too, and I was like, all right, it's a pretty chill day. So I like it. I'm good for it. I am good for this nice chill day. I need it. So I think for you, Cancers, it's all about trusting your intuition, because as situations pop up, you're going to have to tap into it, because it's pretty much like you're going to have to MacGyver. Like, anyone knows, like, you guys know what MacGyver is, right? Don't make me sound like I'm really old. MacGyvering situations, making sure that, you pay attention to your intuition, because when these things pop up, you're going to know what to do. And if you don't trust that, it's going to be a missed opportunity. So make sure you trust your intuition, Cancers. Don't question it. Yes. And honestly, this is definitely, oh yeah. No, and I say that I'm having a chill day, but it's actually a complete lie. Because one of my kids are going to soccer camp as well, so we have to get that situated, and there's just things to situate. There's a lot going on. I haven't been home all weekend, so I say it's a chill day because it's raining, but the aspects will be nice to me, so that's what's important here. It's all that matters. All right, let's see, Cancers. We have etheric chords. Irzuli Dantor, etheric chords. So I feel like for you, with these is, maybe situations come up, or you're going to be in a conversation and somebody's going to say something and you're going to be like, hey, what does that mean? And I think for you, it's all about that quick thinking and trusting that. And so you can give a quick response to this and not second guess yourself. And I think that's really what it comes down to, is know that you're connected to whatever your source energy is, and that you need to trust that, because they're going to help give you the answers that you need. There you go, Cancer. All right, Geminis. All right, Geminis. I know a lot of Geminis too. Ah. All right, let's see what we got here. Whoa. I thought a card flew and it didn't. So we have the Page of Swords. Ooh, this is fancy. And really what popped out to me too is kind of looks like it's like a waning. It could be a waning moon, and we are in the waning moon right now. And I think for you, Gemini, it's really just time for you to take a breath. Take a breath. And, you know, keep your thoughts light, which I know for Geminis, it's a little hard to do. But I feel like for you, it's like your brain needs a break right now. And you need to just go into, you know, maybe you need to do something that you haven't done in a really long time, as far as, like, what did you used to do when you were younger that made you happy? You know, and maybe you haven't done that in a really long time. And maybe you need to do that just to kind of reset yourself, because I do feel like that is a very heavy energy for you right now. And that you need to just kind of do some releasing and letting go, and just like letting your thoughts just kind of roll away. Like, you know what? All that shit always comes back anyway. It's all hanging around. It never really goes away. But for the moment, like, you need to give your brain a rest, Gemini. That's what I'm saying right now. That's what I'm telling you to do. Doesn't mean forever. Just need a break. So that is a tete, which is worthiness. And I think, you know what? You are worthy of that. You are worthy of taking a break and letting things just hang out. And I love too that, you know, it's really interesting too, because like down here, there's just a whole bunch of like, I'm going to say like tea or coffee cups. And it's like half of them, some of them are full, some of them not full. And then there's the two pitchers, right? So like for me, this is like a very Gemini card in a way. It actually could be Libra-ish too, but for right now, I'm going with Gemini, mostly because there's a lot of stuff at the bottom here. And I feel that like just kind of slowing this, like stop pouring into the cups. Like let yourself just be for a few minutes, Gemini. Like I really think that's what's important for you this week. So for Taurus, let's move along. All right, Taurus. For Taurus, we have the Three of Cups. Oh, how cute this is. Taurus, what are you doing for fun? That's it. I need you to go do something. Get out of your house, change your routine. Maybe you could take a day off this week and just go do something fun with others, not by yourself. I feel like right now, Taurus, you need to be around people, and you need to be around like your tribe, maybe family, whoever that is for you. It's time for you to get out and have some fun and do some things that make you happy and get you out of the house. Like you need to, like, I feel like you need to be physically away from your home right now because you need, again, that reset. I feel like that's kind of like our underlying theme this week, like just that like resetting type energy, which I guess that is that kind of waning, like we're just kind of like, all right, this is how it is. And we're just going to let stuff go and just keep moving along before we hit that new moon next week. So, same card got. Ooh, we got the Abul Nimba, which is harvest. So I feel like, look, she's like dancing. Like I feel like that's what you need to be doing. Like get outside, go do some things, movement. You know, and that is one thing that just like, that's why I'm like physically get away from, like move from your house. I feel like you need to go do something, like go dancing, go roller skating. I really want to go roller skating and I haven't had time to go. So, you know, what is it, Taurus? What do you like to do? Like go out for a hike, go to the ocean, go do something with friends. All right. So then that brings us to Aries. We're at Aries. So if you would like me to pull a card for you, because we're almost done with our zodiac, then now would be a good time. Put it in the question bubble or in the comments. Give these bad boys a shuffle. All right, so we have Temperance for you, Aries. And I love how it's like this like red salamander guy. I love that. And he's on the moon. Oh, he's got the moon and the sun. Oh, I like that. See, I'm just noticing this. Like, see the moon and the sun? Because, excuse me, it's all about that balance, Aries. And I feel like it's so easy for you to get so fiery and like so gung-ho on a situation that maybe you aren't really fully embracing it or knowing what's going on because you're just so ready to go. So I feel that this card is popping up for you because it's time for you just to take a minute, take a breath, see what's going on before you act, and bringing that balance in, because we can have that sun fiery energy, but we also need to make sure we're checking our emotions as well, because sometimes we go into situations and we do and say things that we can't take back. So Aries, that is what you need to pay attention to this week. Let's see what card we got. All right, so we have Booyah ni Honda, Radical Rebirth. Oh, I love that. So I feel like this ties in to that balance, that Temperance card, because by doing that, by harnessing that balanced energy, I feel like it's going to elevate you and bring you to a higher place and to a better headspace as well. So it's almost kind of like a rebirth, right? And you can still, and I like, she's got her tigers here, and she's like, yeah, and actually too, the tigers, or the lions, they're lions, they're not tigers, guys. There's two of them. So again, that balance, right? Like, I love how that's happening. Like the numbers of the card, like that's all kind of like flowing nicely. So I think for you Aries, it is important for you to harness that balance. And as fiery as we want to be, you still need to think about what you say before you say it. At least you should anyway. So yeah, so that's that. If anyone wants a card, now would be the time. Like I said, next week, I will not be here next week because I will be driving home from Salem for the Witch City Tarot Gathering. If you would like to see what's going on with that, go to Witch Tarot Salem. That's where all the info is. Virtual tickets are still available. There are no more in-person tickets, but the Witches Market on Saturday night, the doors open at 7, I believe, and that is free and open to the public. There will be a whole bunch of vendors there. There will be some readers there as well, and we have virtual DJ, all that good stuff. So it's going to be a lot of fun. If you do plan on doing that, or if you just plan on coming too, also note, Salem is not a big place. It is a small town. So there will be traffic, and parking is something you need to think about. So definitely, and I know one of the parking garages is under construction. The one that's right by the Witch City Mall is under construction, so keep that in mind. But there is a parking lot behind that. There are a couple other parking lots. We did post some information about that over on Witch City Tarot Salem. And so keep that in mind when you're coming. I think really too, anytime you go to Salem, you need to keep that in mind. A lot of people who haven't been there before, I think they don't realize that it's really just a small town. And they think that it's like witchy Disneyland, which there's tons of wonderful shops. I love it there, obviously. But just keep that in mind. Just a little FYI. And if you are joining us virtually, make sure you screenshot and you post and all of those things, because we love to see it. So I hope that everyone has a fantastic week. Next time I come to you, we'll be in the midst of Leo season. And yeah, I think that's what I got for you guys. I hope you have a great week. And if you have any questions or anything, you can go ahead and tag me below in the comments. All right, have a great day. Bye.